The Boondocks is one of the best cartoons in history. We all know that. From the amazing stories to the over the top characters in comedy, it's no wonder the Boondocks has become and will always be a household name. But what we're here for today is another one of the Boondocks' many strengths, the fight scenes. Specifically, the Freemans versus the Hateocracy. Now, for those of you that don't know, the Hateocracy is made up of Stinkmeaner's old gang of hating ass old people. They caught wind that Granddad had killed Stinkmeaner and figured he and his grandkids were good enough targets to fuck their whole life up. I do want to reiterate that these three old people do not give a fuck about Stinkmeaner and never have. And this is not for revenge. They just doing this shit for the love of the game. Now, the fight starts off with a 2v2 with the old lady and the man against Huey and Riley. What I first noticed about this fight is that Huey immediately takes to the higher ground, making him eye level with his opponent. I think Huey thought that he would be better suited fighting at high level because he would have more punches at vital areas such as the head and the neck. I think this was a misstep. I feel like Huey should have used his height to his advantage instead of trying to make it more of an even fight. I think even when Huey is knocked off the bench, he is still fighting at a severe disadvantage. It's clear that he's outskilled and outpowered. His opponent is just too skilled, and his blows are just too overpowering to do really anything about it. Of course, Riley is just getting his ass whooped by the old lady. She's just taking him to the fucking cleaners, y'all. I don't think Riley even landed a single blow on her. Hell, I don't even think he threw a fucking punch. But the thing I love about Riley is that he just keeps getting back up. He keeps going, no matter what. There's no back down in this boy at all. Not only that, but he gets defeated at the exact same time as Huey. He lasted just as long as Huey while getting his complete and entire ass whooped the whole time. I mean, that's got to count for something, right? And thank goodness the bell rang because the outcome was looking bleak for the brothers. Now, the fight with Granddad, on the other hand, went a bit different. At first, Granddad was on the back foot, of course. He was surprised that the stranger attacked him and was in a defensive mode. It's only when Granddad decided to fight back that he actually gets a good hit in. He catches the old man off guard and trips him with his belt. I think this really shows how proficient Granddad is with his belt. Keep in mind that both of these men are using basically the same weapon. They are both ranged attackers, and I'd say that Granddad is definitely on par with this Red Fox looking dude, especially considering that Granddad technically won his fight. Unlike Huey and Riley, Granddad actually got away on his own. He didn't need any divine intervention to bail him out. I'm not gonna lie, I think if Granddad and this guy went all out toe to toe, Granddad would have a decent chance at winning. Now, I'm not saying that he would win, just that his chances are not completely zero, like his grandkids. I also like how all the matchups are basically their exact counterparts, just older and more experienced. Riley got the old lady brawler type that will beat your ass and roast the fuck out of you while she's giving you combos. Huey got the silent but deadly, ultra serious martial artist, and Granddad got the ranged attacker, just like him. This might be the reason Granddad did so well and the boys just didn't. The boys are still very inexperienced, yes, even Huey. While Granddad and the Red Fox guy are basically the same age and most likely spent the same amount of time with their respective weapons. But that's about it for this fight. It's a short one, just like all the other fights in the Boondocks, but nonetheless, an interesting one. Thanks for watching. Peace.